Hello, 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 beautiful people. How are you doing today? How you doing? ¿Cómo estás? Esta Sonja. My name is Sonja and Sonja Marie, and I'm here to share with you some astrological information. If you're new to my channel, welcome, 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 welcome. If you're new to my channel and you're filled with so much light, stay. If you're new to my channel and you want to be a troll and leave some information that says I'm not a real astrologer, kick rocks. We like to shed light in life and understanding in everything that we do. And we don't have time for people just coming in here and want to drop some dookie. Don't do that, y'all. If you're new to my channel and you don't like my face, just go to the next face. All right? When we come here with love. When we come here, knowing exactly and all this information that's going to be shared is spirit infused in the way that I see it, in the way that we can all resonate with it. And if it doesn't resonate with you, it's all good. And it's really, 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 really necessary that you find things that resonate with you because that's how the truth gets through. You know what I'm saying? Like that Tower of Babel when all them languages was going off on in the Bible. Y'all remember that story? And God was like, listen, I'm going to talk to you some kind of way, but y'all going to get my truth. That's how truth is. It speaks in the language in which you can hear. So if you can hear my truth, if it can resonate with you, then we speak in the same language. What's happening, everybody, as y'all roll in here? Y'all ready for this week? What's up, Tension? How you doing, Keena? Chelsea's here. Zoe, what is happening? Look at all these yellow hearts. What's up with the yellow hearts? You're down with the yellow heart gang? What's that about? Jay, what's going on? Look at Bijou. Oh, Bijou, I miss you. I always feel warm when I say your name and know you in the place. What's happening? You good, honey? You good? What's going on? Thick Madame is here and Jay Walker's here. Angie's here. Ramon, what's up, Captain? How y'all doing? Did I say hello to Sweet Tea? If I didn't, let me say it again. What up with you? Hi, Giselle. Hi, Danielle. Oh, love all the people here. What's going on, sweet Taurus? Rabbi Rob, you caught me live. Much love to you, sweetie pie face. What's going on, Ramon? And Brianna is here too. Vaughn just showed up, and Sharifa Ashabasha Duyani. What you doing, girl? Where you at? Janine is here. What's up, Janine? My homie from well, she's not from Yonkers. She's from Jamaica, but she's in New Rochelle. Or where are you, Mount Vernon? Look, she lives in New Rochelle, where I used to live, but sometimes she goes through Mount Vernon to get to Yonkers. What up, Janine? How you doing, sweet sister? My homie for life. What's up, Teresa? All right, I can say hello to everybody, and Erica is here. We're gonna talk about this week, and I think y'all need to get ready. You got your piece of paper and your pen, you got some notes to take. Again, I'm gonna do my best not to make this too long, but you know your girl, we gotta get it all out and share. I'd like to do that thing there and let y'all know what's happening this week. Also, read a couple of people at the end of this thing here. So if you have your sun, your moon, and your rising sign, and you have never been read by me before on this YouTube joint, please post that when I ask you, okay? Not yet, because then I have to go through the thread and look for it. When I ask you to, please post it. That'll be at the very end of the video. I appreciate that. And the only reason why I want other people to, or new people or people who haven't had a reading, just to get a chance, you know what I'm saying? If you've had a little read, it's kind of like you jump in a line in a sense. Is it your time to get that read? Anyway, y'all ready for this week? I have way too much to talk about. And to be truthful with you, I feel like I'm slowing down, but in a good way, because I feel like spirit is like, all right, take your time and let's get all of this stuff out. Let's get it all out. First of all, we have some announcements. Tomorrow, I'm going to do an eclipse workshop right here on YouTube. Just how you got in here right now, you came to this page, check me out tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 8 a.m. on the east side of life. 8 p.m. I'm sorry, on the east side of life. That's tomorrow, October 25th. And I want to talk about the eclipse season. There's a new moon eclipse in Scorpio that we'll talk briefly today about. And then there's a full moon eclipse in Taurus 2 weeks from now. So within the 2 weeks, it's always good to get well versed about what's happening, the changes that are happening, because we get stuck right in the middle of the change. the new moon eclipse, the full moon eclipse. And we, in those 2 weeks, we're trying to adjust. We're getting pushed and pulled, and there's some Turk here, and we need to change here, and we need to resist here, but we need to absolutely surrender in other places. So I want to talk about specifically what that looks like tomorrow. Join me. All right. It is a donation based workshop, which means you don't have to give anything. But I pray that if you don't give any money, like $1, $2, $1,000, via my Cash App, not this YouTube monetization thing. I'll explain another time. But via my Cash App, I'd appreciate it. If you don't want to give monetarily, it's okay. Shed some light. Share. Tell some people to come through. You understand? Introduce new people to me. That's all sharing, and that's all applying some type of donation, some type of energy to what it is we do here. When I say we, that's me, that's you, that's your ancestors, your guides, because they brought you here too. That's everybody on the other side doing, orchestrating this moment, orchestrating this event. How do I know that to be true? Because I pray. I am a praying fool, and I know that my prayers are always answered. So I know that we're all gathered in the light of God to share information to make us better. Bottom line, point blank. All right, so show up tomorrow if you want to hear what's going on eclipse wise live. I'll keep the video up if you still want to come back afterwards and check it out. That'd be good. Yo, and if you're in Los Angeles on November 5th, I have come in conjunction with Soul Supreme Studio, headed up by Angel Dubine. That sweet little Sagittarius. She got a lot of energy though. Headed up by Angel. We're actually coming together on November 5th at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to do a sex and astrology workshop. Are you in LA? You want to sip on a little something? Have a little couple of snacks and sit and talk some real seeking pleasure, sex type conversation on some grown folks, LA, New York kind of style. Come on over to Soul Supreme Studios on Slauson Boulevard on November 5th, and I'll be there. Yo, all the links and everything that you need is in the bio. I appreciate you showing up. Yo, 41 people are in here live waiting for the information, and I'm grateful for you. Well, 41 person just dropped out. And 19 thumbs up already. I'm so grateful for y'all. Carla Vega's in the place. What up with your cute face? Love to see you here. Hi, Carmesita. All right, let's talk about this week because it's a good one, in the sense that like it is propelling us forward. I hope you've been doing your work. I hope you've been easy on yourself. I hope you have been strategizing, if not necessarily on paper, definitely in your mind. Before I get started though, I want you to know this first and foremost. First and foremost, whatever you've been doing to prepare up until now for the moments that are about to come, know that they were perfect. Know that it was done in perfection. I want you all, please, to do me a favor and do yourself a favor. Take a deep breath where you are right now. One more for those who was like, is she for real? I only ask you to do that because I want you to let go of any preconceived notions that you may have had in regards to what you need to do to prepare yourself for this next wave of life, this next wave of existence, this next wave of achievement. You understand? A lot of us miss the wave sometimes because we're too busy on the board. We'll stay with the surfing analogy. We're too busy on the board looking around, making sure our trunks are tight, making sure our strap is up on our shoulder and not just taking the wave. You dig what I'm saying? Like double checking what it is that we were supposed to do 2, 3, 4 months ago in order to really ride that wave. You on the wave now, baby bubba. You on the wave now. So the point of the matter is that everything that you have done up until this point is done. It's over. But it was perfect for what it is you needed to do for this moment in time. Can I get a yes, y'all on that? Can I get some kind of understanding that you are understanding me? 3 Ys or something, or a nice little exhale on your own, a little sigh, or whatever it is that you need to get grounded and connected with yourself. So you are now walking into this week, into the rest of your life, damn near, feeling like that things are not completed and you have not done your best. Can we agree to that? Okay. I'm so glad the whys are coming up. I'm so glad that there's agreement. It's important. Because if the next situation, the next wave is coming, like I said, and you're busy taking care of your strap and second guessing your moves, you just might miss the fucking golden goose that comes flying by. That's all I'm saying. Whatever you done is done. Whatever you did is done. It's over. Okay? You're most welcome, Miss Alicia. And I love you, Miss Alicia Valma Jackson, for always being up in the place. Really sweet, sweet elder. One day I'm going to lay eyes on you. But this sweet lady, I tell you honestly, has been very supportive over the years. And I'm grateful for you, Miss Jackson. Trust me, I really, really am. I've never said it out loud, but I'm telling you now. All right, let's rock with this thing. This week is a game changer on a number of different levels. First and foremost, y'all know it's Scorpio season. Happy solar return to all the Scorpios that are in the place that will see this recording, that you come across in your week or in your day. Yo, squeeze a Scorpio, not too hard, and don't come in too hot because they might shank you. But let a Scorpio know you appreciate them. I love Scorpio energy. And like I was alluding to on Instagram just now, I don't know, by show of hands or some yes, y'all, did y'all feel the drone, so to speak, of Scorpio energy coming in to the space this weekend? Like specifically Saturday going into Sunday, because the sun did go into Scorpio. You're most welcome, Miss Alicia. I respect and love you for all that you do and how you support a sister. You're very, very welcome. So did y'all feel that drone of energy? That Scorpio season coming on in? Oh, one of my favorite Scorpios. What's up, Tinjin? It's your time, baby, baby. Did y'all feel that? Can I ask that one more time? Because I did. I was sitting on my terrace going, wow, it's nice and there's a heaviness, but it's not like negative, but I feel comforted, but at the same time, there's a mystery in my ears. I'm like, what the heck? And lo and behold, the astrologer that I am, my friend had to remind me, oh, maybe it's Scorpio season energy that you feel. And I'm like, oh, you're right. That's exactly what it is. So y'all felt it? It's time to get it in. Now listen, since we're in Scorpio season, Aquarius and Leo may have some time with that. Or those that have Aquarius or Leo rising, moon, or Venus, maybe even Mercury, depending on how you talk and how you edit yourself, right? Mercury deals with communication. The reason why I say that is because Scorpio squares Aquarius and Leo. You'll get that, right? So every season there is there's two squares to it. So you got to be careful. The squares are necessary though. They make you better. So even though you may not feel this energy if you're Aquarius or Leo or have very important placements in that sign, you can learn some things. You can get some shit on you. That's all I'm going to say. Get it on you. Make sure you understand how Scorpio speaks. Now, let me tell you how they speak. I don't know completely, but I know some things because I'm an astrologer. Scorpio is deep, hella deep. Yo, Scorpio always resides in the blue-black part of the ocean, figuratively and literally. Why? Because they're not scared. They're not afraid to go down there. They know that the gems, the treasures of the unknown lurk in the blue-black part of wherever they reside, in the mystery of life. You understand? Most people are running for the gems on the surface, right? It's like everybody running to the mall at fucking Black Friday, whatever the hell that is. Anyway, I know what it is, but we ain't gonna get into that conversation. I ain't squirreling in that direction. But all I know is like everybody running on Black Friday, everybody running to the mall, everybody running. That's what people do normally. They all have a song called Fly Don't Run. You can look it up here on YouTube. And that was the preface of that song, is that there's always people running on the ground. What about the sky? And in Scorpio's case, what about the underground? What about those things that are deep down in the belly of the dopest beast ever, to be quite honest with you. Integration. There's light and dark beasts in these motherfuckers. Anyway, Scorpio does that thing. Scorpio goes down there and get it instead of residing on the surface, running like a mall rat with everybody else going to get that one product. Scorpio's like, I know there's some treasures down here. I'm going to make a detour, go up and around, down and through the mountain, and I'm going to get the shit that nobody got. And they're not scared. They're not scared to do that thing. I love their determination and their passion in that regard. You can learn a thing from a Scorpio. Scorpios sit back and observe. You never know how a Scorpio is moving. And there's a lot of people that like living their existence based on information, based on planning and strategizing. Yo, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with logistics. But Scorpios will never let you see their hand. Understand that. And it's not personal. I'm so sick of people putting them down. Oh, they're mysterious because they don't want me to know. Oh, they're secretive because they don't want me to know. First of all, get over yourself. It ain't got shit to do with you. Scorpios just like to hold on to information that's sacred to them. And they are really, really notorious for you earning that spot. Everybody can learn from a Scorpio in that way. Do y'all get that? Who is this? We got trolls in here. We got to do some Periscope shit. we gotta stomp the roaches. Y'all not y'all, anybody that's been with me for a long time know that we was when I used to be on Periscope. Squirrel, I'm gonna come back. When I used to be on Periscope, everybody would like watch you reported it. Thank you, Life Dance. Everybody would watch the people coming in and out. And they'd be like, oh, some roaches. I'm like, get your boots out, y'all. Get your boots out because I can't handle all the roaches coming in here. Anyway, that was a nice little flashback in my mind. So get them boots, get them roaches. Come on now. Thank you for reporting the call. I appreciate you, honey bun. Yeah, Periscope, huh? Yeah, it's crazy. So anyway, love up on your Scorpios. Love up on that energy in which they keep to themselves, but it's absolutely felt. Let me tell you something about Scorpio energy. Scorpio will protect you and defend you to the end. I am one who loves loyal people. I can't stand frivolous, and this is just me personally. It's just my opinion, right? But I have a hard time with frivolous people who are non-committed to energy and non-committed to friendships, non-committed to relationships, non-committed to a thing for that matter. Mr. Fly, get out of here. You understand what I mean? And Scorpio energy, another big reason why I love them is because they're incredibly committed, very, very determined. When they decide to do something, it's like a 0 to 60 type of effect. There's never a median when it comes to Scorpio energy. It's always extreme. It's all the way on or it's all the way the fuck off. I love Scorpio energy for that. Yo, get that on ya. I'm going to talk more about Scorpio energy in regards to the new moon eclipse tomorrow. But let me just get that out there. And y'all be kind to your Scorpios and allow them to get the gems. So if you're special enough, they can share them with you. And they will. They absolutely will. All right, let's keep it moving. Y'all got some questions? Y'all let a sister know. Otherwise, we're going to get going. In between all the downloads that I may or may not have. Today is the 24th, like I said, at the top of this joint. And the moon is in Libra. Well, all right. With the moon being in Libra, it's trining Saturn. Wait, what? Did you just say Saturn went direct? I sure did. Saturn is direct in Aquarius. Wait, what? In Aquarius? So that means it trines the moon in Libra. It sure does, because Libra and Aquarius get along. So here's the deal. If Saturn said, yo, we're direct. Saturn went direct yesterday. We're direct. It's time to implement those plans. It's time to shake that fear off your shoulder. It's time to absolutely look into the belly of the beast and say, yo, deep breath. These are some things that I was afraid to do before, but I'm not afraid now, damn it. You're not going to bully me. And jump in the water. Jump in the situation, have a little plan set up or whatever, do whatever, learn the lessons that you need to learn, apologize to the people that you need to apologize, and go forward. Go forward. With Saturn going direct, it's like now is the time to put the work behind. So I want y'all to pay attention to all the aspects that are hitting Saturn this week. And I also want y'all to pay attention to all the aspects that are hitting Jupiter. Again, this sounds like last week. Yes, y'all. To the beach, y'all. You know why? Because Saturn moved direct, like I told you, and Jupiter's about to go direct. But at the same time, there's all this understanding, Scorpio understanding that's kind of crowding in on us this week that goes, once we're going direct with Saturn, with all our fears and all our lessons that we learn, with the discipline and the strategy, some new traditions and things that we have to set up for ourselves, personal rituals we set up for ourselves. It's like, yes, Scorpio's like, yep, I'm going to make you determined to do that. Yep. I'm going to put some passion and some stink on that thing. Yep. I'm going to make you go from 0 to 60, push through your fears. Yep. That's what's happening right now. When Jupiter goes direct, come on now. Come on now. We're going to talk about that, though, real quick. I love Scorpio energy surrounding all of these aspects that I'm about to talk about that's starting this week. Why? Because it adds funk to it. Do you know, Squirrel, when you play a regular bass line and it's just boom, doom, 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 boom, 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 off the top of my head, boom, 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 and then you add funk to that shit, Boom, 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 chicka, boom, dong, 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 boom, boom. That's what Scorpio season is about this week. It got a little funk bass line that's implemented in between that shit and make you feel like it's something fucking stinking in here. Something smells a little extra spicy. We actually putting this thing down. We are. It may not look pretty. It may not look like, you got it all perfect. But when Scorpio comes together with all these things that I'm talking about this week, it's going to feel like some funkin' funk, some bootsy funk. You understand what I'm saying? Born does. That bootsy funk is on it. Bootsy put it down. Understand that. That's what it chunk full of funk in that shit. Why? Because we got to move through it, because we got to add passion to it. Y'all get my analogy? If you don't, I'm so sorry. Otherwise, the rest of this information may fill in the blanks for you. Funk is the way to go. In any case, this week, the moon is trining with Saturn. Time to implement that plan and put the funk on the thing. That's what I said. And then the moon is conjunct in Mercury. Wait, what? Who will you partner up with to make this thing feel good, to make this thing right? That's a big deal. If today the moon in Taurus, what the fuck? In Libra. If today the moon is in Libra and it's conjuncting with Mercury, at the same time the moon is trining Saturn, it's like, wait, hold on. We're moving with the funk, and then we got information. Oh, the moon is sitting nice and right with your emotions. So the moon and Mercury being in Libra, it's about partnership. So who are you calling today to implement this new funk? Who's gonna be your drummer to this fucking track that you got to put together? If you bring in the funky ass bass, who got the tambourines? Who got the drums? Who got the damn sax? Who's on lead? Who's running this band? Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm a poet and I'm a musician, and today I'm feeling really artsy. So I want y'all to know who's gonna make that shit fly. Who's gonna make that shit funky with you? Why? Because partnerships are necessary. If you think you can do this thing by yourself, you got something really, really new and improved coming to hit you square in the forehead. That's for sure. We never do anything by ourselves. So today is the day to call on those partnerships that are absolutely ready and eager, because they've been waiting too. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Also, today, the moon is quincunxing Neptune. You may feel a little dizzy though. That's what I put here. Neptune and it's quincunxing the moon. Like you feel a particular way. You feel like you want this partner. You feel like you want to do things fair and just. But Neptune is making you feel a little dizzy with it, a little confused. Maybe you don't know what partner to choose. You understand? Maybe it's between this person and that person, and you're not quite sure. Well, if Mercury is conjoining with the moon, you might want to ask the proper questions. If you are dizzy, foggy, Neptune style, a little bit confused, a little elusive about who to work with, what partners to come through, ask the right questions. That's a big deal. Do y'all know how dope that is when you can have the right questions asked? Ooh, I was about to be a big ass squirrel, but I'm going to come on back, because y'all know many partners, including your romantic partners, will be like, well, you didn't ask me that. You right. Even though you're playing passive aggressive, you right. So how about sit back, y'all, and ask the right questions to make you get the right answers in order to move forward. Make sense? Okay. Today, the moon is trining Mars. Wait, huh? Yeah, because I said the moon is in Libra, Mars is in Gemini. So Mars, like I've been saying, Mars and Gemini is allowing us to implement a whole bunch of things. There's a lot of people that are really, really social nowadays. Awesome. Get yourself on out there, but be very, very careful. And if you need to put a mask on, put a mask on if you're not vaccinated like myself. And to be honest with you, I don't know, you might stink a little bit, but garlic is a good defense. Your girl be popping some garlic cloves and shit to keep you away from all that shit. Anyway, out there in the world, with the moon trine and Mars today, feeling like you feel good to implement and execute some social events, some information, Mars and Gemini, some things compartmentalized every 5, 6, 3, 4, 5 things at one time. You understand what I'm saying? Effectively. I love that. I loves that. Today is the day to keep that on there. I know it's 3:18 here on the West Coast and 6:18 over on the East side of life, and the day is over. But hopefully you felt that vibration. And the day is not really over. You can implement some stuff if you like before you hit the hay so to speak. I want to give y'all one little caution about today, and this is at the end of the day, like in about 2 hours or so. A vibration of the moon squaring Pluto will be kind of heavy. Make sure that you're connecting with those in alignment with your new sense of power, or else it may backfire on you emotionally. For instance, say you get on the phone with your girlfriend, with your guy friend, whoever you're talking to your mom, to your dad, and some people have a habit of not only implementing their fears, but liking to throw salt in what you're doing because they don't necessarily believe in their own power, so they don't believe in your power. Does that make sense? So if the moon is squaring Pluto, and by the way, since it is the moon, it might be a female figure, your mom, your aunt, your sister, your best friend who's a female, who may try to snatch this power away from you, question you on your power, and may question in a sense that is not in alignment with what it is that you want to do. So Pluto just went direct recently, right? And you're feeling a little swole. Maybe somebody wants to come along tonight and be like, I know you swollen, you got your chest all pumped out, but last year when you tried to do that thing, here they go. I know your chest is all pumped out and you ready to implement your power. You ready to implement your force, your transformative force. You ready to do this thing and you waking up with all kind of Saturn already in position and to execute some strategy, but you ain't that cute. Here we go. You really don't have power. Here we go. Those are the type of people you need to keep away from you. I'm just saying, if for today, just for today. I'm gonna leave it at that. Because a lot of people are scared. I was gonna say, I'm gonna leave it like that, but I kept going. Who's listening to who right now? Is it me listening to me? Oh, Sonia. I'm just saying that there's a lot of people out there that are scared of their own shadow and have not been doing the work. So they want to hitch on to your ride. And if they're hitching onto your ride, they're going to fucking criticize along the way, complain along the way. Because why? They didn't really do the work in order to reap the rewards that are coming. And so they don't really know that you got to keep your mouth shut. You got to keep your mouth shut when you're riding along this next wave, Scorpio season, because we're observing the power that we're in right now. We're not emoting. We're not going against one another. We are coming together. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Yes, yes, y'all. Anyway, Tuesday, tomorrow, here we go. New moon in Scorpio. Like I said, tomorrow I am doing on YouTube an eclipse workshop at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please come on through. Donation based only to my Cash App, not through YouTube, please. Through my Cash App. That's $Sonja with a J and then Kamau, Kamau. $Sonja Kamau. All right. So tomorrow with this new moon in Scorpio, we are definitely going to talk about it tomorrow. But let's briefly go over it today. It's a partial new moon in Scorpio, and it's going to go down at 6:49 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 6:49 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I love about Scorpio new moon? Although it's like, especially being an eclipse, although we feel this always, almost always with every new moon, there's a new change, a new beginning, a new opening, right? When it's in Scorpio, it's asking you to begin and open a lot of new things. I just wrote down some notes. I want to make sure that I say them all to you. What new things are you bringing into your life, Scorpio style? New ways in which you feel empowered, new ways in which you want to change and transform some shit, new ways in which you master self. That's some real shit. New ways in which you attract new sex partners and soulmates, new ways in which you can avoid power struggles, because Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. And Pluto is about power, is about transformation, about those power struggles. So how can you avoid power struggles nowadays? Since, you got this newfound energy, this eclipse that's coming in, allowing you to shake up all things. But this is one in particular that I'd like for us to really, really, really concentrate on. What new ways will you, after this new moon solar eclipse that's about to happen in Scorpio, what new ways can you learn how to, I'm trying to craft this sentence as you see, utilize new crisis skills. Yes, I said that. Crisis skills. Scorpio new moon, especially in an eclipse, brings that question up. Especially after what we've gone through these last couple of years, especially after what we've gone through these last 6 months or so. Why? Because crisis skills are necessary in order to move to the next situation, in order to ride that wave. You get what I'm saying? In order to not self-criticize, not be so discriminating that you got to sit there and check yourself and be perfect. No, 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 no. Scorpio energy with this new moon eclipse coming in. One of the things is like, how have you adapted to crisis in your life? That's a real fucking question, y'all. Because at the end of the day, it's all about perspective. Y'all do know that, right? Oftentimes we were taught and we were conditioned to freak the fuck out. That's my family. There's a lot, I mean, honestly, a lot of New Yorkers for that matter. We're very, very expressive. Oftentimes we can be loud and we want to get our opinion off. This is what I grew up in. And this is what a lot of people know to be. It's not like a good or a bad thing. It's just what it is. But oftentimes as we grow older, we realize that these crisis skills that we had, maybe to be bigger than the next person, to scream over the next person, to cut their thought off, to always implement what it is that you want and negate what they want in a crisis, in an argument, in a situation, right? And we have to learn, coming up out of all of these shifts that just happened, how to adopt new crisis skills. Does this make sense to y'all? I don't see any yes going up, but I want to make sure that y'all really, really get me. That's a big deal. You know why? Because if we're going into this new space and time and we want new things in our life, we want new people, we want more money. When these crises come up, and they will come up, it's guaranteed. It's life, y'all. Crises come up every time. I mean, out of nowhere, but it's life. I'm just going to say it like that. How are you going to deal with it differently? Look, yo, in this new moon eclipse tomorrow, sit with yourself and say, I don't want to scream out to people any longer. How do I change the spirit? Pray on that daggone thing. Write it out for yourself. Get in your journal. I want to react in a different way. I want to be a better listener. I want to know that when things happen, I don't have to make it so extreme. Oh, they said that I look crazy. I'm not being their friend anymore. That's extreme. Talk to a person. The way what you said to me, I don't know. I didn't like that too much. Can you say that in a different way? How are you changing your crisis skills up for this new wave and this new space in your life? It's an eclipse. It's a big deal. It's not just a new moon that's going to go by and ask you to, just lightly touch any experiences that you need to change along the way. The eclipse says, no, we got to change this shit forever. Because where we're at right now, you can't be that brat and react to crisis the way you used to. I'm harping on this because we have gone through a lot of crisis and we've been beat up in the last couple of months. And thirdly, we probably been so beat up that we don't have any kind of energy to deal with any crisis that come up any longer. People are goddamn exhausted. So if you start swinging on them, they'll just take the punch. That's not good either. So what you going to do to change that thing up? Does that make sense? That's a big freaking deal. And I can keep going on, but I'm not going to do that thing. All right. It is intense. Zoe said it's intense out here. To Crystal, I like that y'all talk. Okay, let me get out of your conversation because I will keep going. I had to get my notes, and then I took some notes in Jan Spiller's book. By the way, if y'all don't have this book, y'all need to get it. New Moon Astrology by Jan Spiller. I'll just say that one time. But in any case, she's the only author that I really, really study. I don't idolize too many people, not a one person, but I do admire people. And she's one of the people I admire. So I did run down that list that she presents in this book, but I had to go ham on that crisis skills situation because we need to do things differently in order to survive. Bottom line, point blank. On Tuesday, tomorrow, with that new moon going through, of course, naturally, the moon is always in conjunction with the sun when there's a new moon and eclipse as well. But the new moon is also going to be in conjunction with Venus. Oh, yeah, that's a beautiful thing because Venus is in Scorpio too, right? So fuel your desires, become one with them. I wish I can write a poem in this moment in time to show you what I feel in my mind and about about that particular conjunction. I mean, yeah, about the moon conjuncting Venus. Why? Because when you become one with your desires, especially in Scorpio, when you become passionate with it, when you become enthralled in it, like honestly, from a poetic sense, I see sweat dripping. I see, juices blending. And it may sound sexual, but just go with me here. It's making everything in one. Your passions, your focus, your determination, in this case, your emotions with the moon coming in with Venus, with the moon coming in with the sun. It's about intertwining all of that. And Venus says, if you let me get it on you, if you sweat with me, if you show me your true passion, your true desires, I'm going to yell out to Mars real soon and say, put that shit in effect. Mars is the one that executes what Venus wants to be done. Look at the setup. So the bottom line, if it's Mars is going to go retrograde next week, and which it will at the end of this week, I'll tell you that in a minute, right? And Venus is coming together with the moon today. Venus is coming together with the sun today. It's like, get all that deep ass Scorpio passion on you. So Mars can do its job this week and execute as much as possible before it slows down. Did y'all hear me? I'm doing my best to let y'all know what is happening. Plant the seeds this week. I'll say it again. Tomorrow also, Mercury is quincunxing Neptune. When I tell you the different chock full of nuts information that's happening this week, I want y'all to pay close attention. I know I talk fast, and oftentimes I say a lot of information. Squirrel, Nemo was like, Sonja, I got to get a piece of paper and a pen to write down last week's work rundown. You just said a lot. So I'm going to tell you a whole lot more. And get your notes ready and pay attention. Just slow down while you're watching this and pay attention if you need to do the replay. Mercury, quincunxing Neptune tomorrow. It feels like Mercury retrograde. It will. Cloudy thoughts that you might be irritated by. That's all I'm going to say. That. So be easy on yourself tomorrow. If your tongue gets a little twisted, if it sounds like you speak in, I wanted to say in tongues, but not really. But if it sounds like you're speaking in a way in which you're not being understood, I mean, you're saying the words and they're clear to you, but at the same time, as they're coming out, you're like, no, that's really hella hazy and making me dizzy. What the hell did I say? Well, let me say that again. And you can get caught up in your own throat. Slow down. Take a breath. You understand what I'm saying? Or write it out. Or wait till the next day. Okay? I'll fight, baby. On Wednesday, the moon is going to be full flesh in Scorpio, so bust it. If the moon is in Scorpio, it's going to be opposite Uranus going retrograde. How do you go deep but to pull out that weirdo in you? No need to play it safe. You got to balance. You have to balance what you safely feel like doing with what you want to risk. That's a big deal. On Wednesday, we'll start to look at there's some serious risks to take. Oh my God, I got this new job, but them motherfuckers want me to live in the middle of Montana with all the cows and the people. Oh no. How long? Just 3 weeks. Okay, 3 weeks. We can do 3 weeks, right? You gonna take that risk, or you gonna go with what you feel like? You gonna take that risk and just live in Montana for 3 weeks, or you gonna, just stay with what you feel like and be like, I don't know, I'm scared of might get caught out in the middle of the road. And you understand what I'm saying? The bottom line is you got to take a little bit of risk, but you got to pay attention to how you feel. It's the balancing act, so to speak, because it's an opposition. Makes sense? Just weigh it all out. That's all I'm going to say. On Wednesday, you might feel a little like the work that you have started to do may be not what you feel like doing. Let me say that again. The moon will square Saturn on Wednesday. So all of this pump up I just gave you 10 minutes ago about Saturn going forward, and it is, and it's direct, and it's showing us the work and the strategy and the plan and dusting off the fear and the lessons and shit. On Wednesday, what I put here, getting into your feelings. And you might get hurt because you thought that your plan was foolproof. Well, you got to tweak and move. Tweak your plan every now and again this week if that's what it takes. Just don't get into your feelings about it. Some are quick to want to abandon a new project, a new way of being, a new sensibility, a new work ethic. Why? Because we want to prove to ourselves, see, I told you it's not going to work. I told you it's going to be a little bit of the same. I told you people don't want X, Y, and Z. You're looking for justification for some shit to fail. on Wednesday because your feelings are getting a little bit of hurt. Don't do a little bit of hurt. Don't do that. Just tweak it. Maybe you can't. Again, examples. Maybe part of your ritual is to work out every day this week so you can get a little fit, so your blood can start moving in your body. You can think clearer. And if you only do it for 3 days and you're hard on yourself, come on now. Tweak it, move it, do as much as you can because you're building up to the discipline that you can live with for however long you need to live with that. Does that make sense? Understand, I want y'all to be easy on yourself. I'm coming to get you. Don't be hard on the people that I care about. And that's all of y'all in here. Okay? All right, cool. On Wednesday, the moon will trine Neptune go in reverse. What I put here. Keep your emotions focused on your inspiration. The inspiration that you want to give and the inspiration that you want to receive. Neptune, yep, is about inspiration, is going retrograde. And the moon wants to sit right with that, the feeling of a thing. It's like, yo, let me stay focused on what it could be like. Even though Saturn is like, yeah, we got a plan, we got to do this, we got to do that. And you might get your feelings hurt that day because the plan is not working. Well, go back to the emotions. I'm sorry. Go back to the imagination. Go back to the manifestation. Go back to the thing where, you know what, fuck that. They say I can't do X, Y, and Z. Let me go to my imagination. Let me manifest something different now. I'm going to do A, B, and C. You understand what I'm saying? Don't give up or don't give in. Please and very please. Okay? There's a lot of gremlins that can come up this week and be like, nah, you don't have it. You never had it. And try to snatch you. You understand what I'm saying? And take the rug from underneath your feet. Don't allow it. Okay? The moon will quincunx Mars. Sometimes you must feel or dig a little deeper to move more effectively. Don't get irritated. That's all. With the moon. Oh, I thought that was a teacup. Me and Mystic jumped up like, what was that sound? That sound. The moon will quincunx Mars, right? So the moon is like, yo, I know you're feeling a little irritated by the need to dig a little bit deeper. You got to go. You got to dig deeper. You got to move more effectively. So you got to go deeper. If you want to move more effectively, you got to go deeper. You got to see more. Did I say go deeper? Anyway, that's what that's about. Okay, because the moon is in Scorpio and it's going to quincunx that Mars. Mars is in Gemini. Remember, Gemini don't like to go deep. It's very, 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 very superficial. But stay deep. Get those gems, as many as you can, so you can move with Mars in a direction that a lot of people are not going. That's all I want to say. Do you want to fly? Or do you want to run with all the rats on the ground? That's all I'm saying. There's enough room for everybody in the sky. Y'all do know that, right? We don't have to compete with everybody always. On Wednesday, Mercury will trine Mars. Consult with a partner and focus on the win-win as you move. Focus on the win-win. I love Libra energy for that. Bottom line, point blank. Before Mercury goes into Scorpio, at the end of this week, it's going to be in Libra that's going to try in that Mars situation because Mars is in Gemini, right? Libra and Gemini. So consult with your partner, the newfound partner that you asked to join you on a new adventure, excursion, business opportunity, right? Consult with them on what's the best plan to do so everybody can win. Nothing is worth doing if not everybody is winning. You know what I mean? There has to be a way. It can't happen like that all the time, but we have to make sure that we are focused on everybody winning because it makes it life. It makes life so much more enjoyable. And it makes us all feel we have a purpose in a thing. Squirrel, it's like when you're a teacher or a teacher's aide and you give every student in the class a job. That's how that feels. Mercury trine in Mars. Everybody got a job. Everybody has a win-win. Everybody stays in their lane. Nobody gets irritated. Nobody gets flustered. Nobody gets emotional. Stay in your freaking lane. So consult with your partner on Wednesday to see what your lane is. What's going to be your job, your task versus what's going to be their job and their task. Make it clear as possible. Why? Because Gemini is about to go retrograde. So if there's some things in which you're not clear on what your job is, talk about it, especially on Wednesday and Thursday, right? Sliding into Thursday, the moon goes into Sagittarius at 6:55 a.m. That's always a good feeling, especially after 3 days of Scorpio energy going deep, feeling like crying, feeling like you need to push forward, feeling like you got to be passionate, feeling like you got to uncover some things, feeling like you got to drop some addictions. I ain't mentioned that. You got to drop some addictions. And addictions can be a whole bunch of stuff too. I want to talk about one of them real quick as I squirrel out in my brain, the addiction to gossip and talk about other people's shit. I can't stand gossiping people. Honestly, I know we all talk a little shit every now and again, but you ever notice a person that really goes ham and gossip? Like, really? Like, they get out the funny, and you're like, okay, that's a leak of some negative energy. Okay, let's laugh and just get over it. But then they keep going. And they keep saying what the color of the shirt was and what the color of the car was and how his mother couldn't do this and how her father had to. It's like you keep adding details and details and details to the gossip in order to make you feel bigger. Yo, that's some Scorpio shit that I want y'all to eradicate, because that is a goddamn addiction, to make other people feel small so you can feel big. Come on, eradicate that thing. We got things to do and it's time to be an adult. Stop putting that so-called sometimes I'm learning to control and manage my emotions. I'm getting better. But the reason why I paused in that moment is because a lot of people are so afraid to do the work that they spend more time putting people down. And that ability and that way of doing things, and seemingly, crabbed in a bucket type of ascension, is just driving me bananas. It's driving me nuts. It really, really is, to see it in my friends, to see it in strangers, to see it in my family. Sometimes even to see it trying to come up in myself. Like, no, 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 no. Let's stay in our lane, everybody. Let's know that we are dope enough. Let's know that we are passionate enough to do what we need to do without bringing another person down. Please and very please. Okay. Hi, Monita. How are you? On where was I at? On Thursday. All right, right. The moon is in Sagittarius. I love when the moon goes into Sag, though, because it's a little alleviation of fun coming in the air. Sag can be a little pointed, a little self-centered, on its way. You know what I mean? Sag is always on its way. I'll be there. I'm there. But even in life, it's always moving forward. It's always in the present and far into the future when it needs to be. You dig? So it's about having fun from Thursday through Saturday. It's about, connecting with some more information. But Sagittarius information, as it slides into that moon, right? Sagittarius information is about the adventure of the information, right? It's about sharing the information. It's about being the student and the teacher within the information. So if you got to gather up more, if you got to do some workshops, if you have to, go outside and be a part of a sound healing, or, you know what I mean? Go to the library and, research some new things, or go online or whatever. I like the library, by the way, squirrel, and bookstores. I love the way they smell. We could take it back to the 80s and the 90s instead of using the internet all the time. But research when that moon goes into Sagittarius, allowing us to move forward with vigor, with vitality, with adventure, with understanding, with again, education, right? So bust it. When that moon is in Scorpio, by the way, before it goes into Sag, the moon will sextile Pluto. In your power, again, feel the transformation, become the feeling of the new. Oh, I wish I had that song up. I have a song called Create a New. I don't know if it's on YouTube. I got to check that out. Can you say your email address? My email address, Tamiko? Wordlife astrology at Gmail. Yeah. Yep, there you go. So in any case, with the moon, sextile, and Pluto, become that power, feel the new, create a new. It's like a swelling, a pumping up in your chest. I can't be as exaggerated as I am right now, and feel more excited to move forward and to be in our power and to know that it's time, especially with these eclipses happening, because especially with these eclipses happening and having them on the end of that Scorpio Taurus kind of pairing or duo, because now it's like a straight clean out. I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow, let y'all know. But for real, as we are clean and straight out and we are emerging in our power, that Pluto kind of strength. Come on, y'all. I'm just saying, do you not feel it? Do y'all do not do y'all feel more powerful? Can I get a yes, yes, y'all? Do y'all feel more powerful? You getting there? You need a little bit more gas? Like tell me how you feel in that regard. Because Pluto is not playing. Pluto is not playing, and it's setting us up. And it's asking you, if you don't, you need to go ask Kali. You need to ask Kali to bring that shit back to you and show you what's clear, and show you what's powerful within yourself and the strength that you need to have in order to push through your weaknesses, right? And confront them, like that boy said last week. But you need to find that, because Pluto is trying to help us and keep us secure, right? As we are going through this tumultuous change in this thick ass Scorpio season. It's like, hold your position, know who you are. On Thursday, also, come on now. If the moon is sextile in Pluto, the moon is trining Jupiter. How's it trining Jupiter? Well, if the moon is in Sagittarius and Jupiter is in Aries as it's going backwards, it's actually that's the trine, basically, to answer that question. But here's the description: optimism about what you know you have. Optimism. Oh, okay, that's the sentence. Optimism about what you know you have. Get hype about what's in your pocket. Squirrel, that's how I felt about that video that Kamal's dad sent me. I felt so excited about sharing that. Why? Because that's that Jupiter shit. That Jupiter shit says, for me anyway, I know how dope of a performer I am. Sometimes I can get insecure about many things in my life, but when that mic touches my hand and I say that first word on that one, on that down beat, it's over. What's in your life, Jupiter style, on some aggressive, optimistic, surefire, good feeling, enthusiasm, knowing that you got all the good goods and all the Skittles coming? What's that feeling like? What's that thing in your life that you know you got? You get what I'm saying? You need to examine that on Thursday and get that in full flesh. Even though it's going retrograde, it's coming together with the feeling, with that moon, with that Sag energy. And that Sag energy is picking up the heavy of the Scorpio season and allowing you to experience some kind of lightness about how dope you know you are. Does that make sense? Come on now. You got to snap into it, right, Kelly? If that's what you mean, you got to get hyped about it. You got to get hyped about you. There's one thing in your life that you know that you're good at. Because I know there's at least a couple of people in here like shaking their head going, I have no idea what the hell she's talking about. I'm too busy feeding my babies right now, or trying to cook, or watching her and sitting in my bed, blah, 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 blah. No, 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 no. Stop it for a second. Just really think about what you know you can do. And if you can monetize it, that's cool. But if you can just be in the whole fullness and enthusiasm of what that thing is, and just get pumped up and to feel good about it, hold on to that thing. Those are the things that's going to bring us over and allow us to ride this wave. How about that? Ooh, girl, don't fuck with me. On Thursday, Mercury is squaring Pluto. You see what I'm saying? So on Thursday, if the moon is like, yo, I feel good about who I am. Also on Thursday, Mercury is like, yeah, but do you know? Did you write a thing down? Did you plan a thing down? Did you communicate that thing? Did you talk to people? You understand what I'm saying? Did you tell somebody this is what you was going to do? Because it don't seem too powerful to me. The words that's coming out your mouth is not equating to the power that you say you have. So I say this for show, just on some superficial shit. There are probably a whole lot of other examples, but on some superficial shit, on Thursday, if you feel powerful, speak the power. If you can't speak the power because you don't have the words to, shut up. Shut it up. Why do I say that? Because sometimes you need to hold that power within yourself. Because when we leak out our weakness, especially in Mercury style, that mercurial style of communication, there's always somebody lurking like, did she say she was insecure about that? Did she say she didn't? And those that want what you got, Those that don't even know they consciously want what you got. They will look for an opportunity to bring your shit down and knock you off your square, knock you off this Pluto power. That's why I am saying this. Understand, if you don't know how to speak your power on Thursday, keep it quiet and be observant. Make sense? Okay. You know me, I'm from Yonkers. I give you that kind of information. You know why? Because, here's the deal. I don't know who you are. If you're new to my channel, welcome. But I want to let y'all know what we do here and what my mission is. My mission is to make us better. Bottom line, point blank. A lot of astrology that I talk about won't be political. It definitely ain't got nothing to do with anything crazy, current event style. Sometimes I may drop in a little funny here and there. But at the end of the day, this is all about making us better. How to relate to ourselves so we can relate to other people. That's what we are here to talk about. How do you get better personally within yourself so that shit can shine and you can manifest that thing in your life? And you have no questions because you manifest the goodness from the inside out. Boom. There we go. Okay, anyway, on Friday, Jupiter backs up into Pisces. Now, Jupiter's gone retrograde and it's been retrograde in Aries for some about 2 months or so, maybe a little bit more. So its presentation or giving of gifts, again, slowed down, but in a way that's kind of Aries like, meaning that we've been trying to implement some new projects. We've been trying to implement some Aries things, right? To take some risks. We've been trying to, like, again, start new businesses, connect with new people. You know what I mean? Even though Jupiter was going backwards, it definitely deals with a little bit of power because it's a big ass planet. It has a lot of energy, right? So you really can't take too much away from Pluto when it goes reverse. However, it's going to change vibration. It's going to go from fast moving Aries, let's get things started, let's be industrious, let's be courageous kind of feel on some big magnanimous Jupiter style, back into Pisces. Do you remember how you felt from January 1st of this year until May 15th of this year? That's a real question. From January 1st until, let's just say, May 1st, but it's actually the 15th. That was the time when Jupiter was in Pisces. For me, Cancer, and for a lot of water signs, you may have felt the shift a little bit greater than others. Why? Because Jupiter in Pisces brings a huge wave of just oceanic peace, of blessings that come from nowhere on some Pisces shit. Pisces is incredibly ethereal. Pisces is incredibly intuitive. We know this. It's spiritual. I was gonna say it's spiritual. Oh, Sonja is funny. But in any case, we're gonna get a little bit more of that. It's a beautiful time when Jupiter is in Pisces. That means really everybody wins. Jupiter in Aries is cool, and it's going to go back into Aries really soon. It's so incredibly cool, and it has its place, again, to jumpstart shit. But when it slides into to Pisces, back into Pisces, it's about the universal thing of it all. Pisces don't deal with life or energy like Aries does. Aries is very singular sensation. It's very much self-centered. It's about how can I get shit? What's up with me and my blessings? Pisces is like, what's up with the blessings with me and everybody else? More so everybody else and then me. More so with the universe and with the babies and then me. More so of the babies, the old people, the good feeling than me. That's what Pisces is, the wisdom and the genius behind the good feelings and the opportunities and the optimism that's going to come. What did you feel like from the top of this year until May? Honestly, go back to what was happening and the blessings that were coming into your life. It's more of that. Even though it's going retrograde, it's going to feel good. On ya. Geminis and Sagittarius may have a fine time with that because it's a square, but you'll feel it and you'll recognize it and you know it to be true. Got to slow down long enough, Geminis and Sagittarius, in order to get that on you, though, because Pisces don't go fast. Pisces takes its time, but it's always on time. That's for ding dong damn sure. On Friday, at the same time, the moon will sextile Saturn. You see that other aspect? So it's been 3 or 4 so far this week where Saturn is being an aspect. So it's this up and down feeling of, am I sure I got these lessons and these rules in order to live a new life? To live by different morals and different standards? You sure? Well, on Friday, you'll go, yep, I got that thing again. Because the moon is sextile in Saturn. It goes, keep going. How you feel is good. So whistle while you work. Make sure that you put in that elbow grease. Make sure that you earn your keep. On Friday as well, the moon will square Neptune. You want to move faster than your dreams? Well, it's impossible. You cannot move faster than your dreams. You can't dream of a new island, that's for me, in which I want to live on. and be there and want to move there tomorrow. I can't because I don't know what the island is yet. I really, really don't. I have a couple on the list, but the point of the matter is that if I can't touch it, it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. I have to stay in that space. Does that make sense? Yes, yes, y'all. Y'all paying attention. I like that. And I like sometimes when I don't laugh a lot because I can get through this thing. Sometimes I'm like, God damn, that took way too long because I was acting goofy. But I want to give y'all the information. Y'all know this week, this sounds like a stellar week, doesn't it? Am I there with y'all? Y'all give me some thumbs up. Let me know. I got 39 thumbs up right now. Give me some yes, y'all. Y'all get this? It's a big deal. Again, to round out that thought, that moon square in Neptune, please don't beat yourself up on Friday when you want to go back into your mind and dream of a thing. I appreciate it. I appreciate the thumbs up. You want to go back into your mind, you can do that thing because you still got to keep dreaming. You still have to keep dreaming if you want the thing to unfurl. Sometimes in my brain, squirrel, I think I'm about to make up a new word. And then I'm like, no, that's actually in the dictionary. Lord. Okay, Saturday. The moon goes into Capricorn. I can't wait to Saturday. It's October 29th for all those beautiful, beautiful people that we went to the Shasta retreat with. We're going to hook up again and go to dinner on Saturday. I can't wait to squeeze everybody. Okay, I just had to get that out. I can't wait. I just can't wait. That is Saturday. The moon will be in Capricorn. So we'll be talking very ambitious but Mercury will be in Scorpio. Ooh, very, very ambitious in a deep kind of way. When that Mercury goes into Scorpio, yeah, it's time to dig deep. It's time to say some things that I'm just going to say this out loud and I'm going to keep on pushing because that can mean a lot. But this is what I just heard. You might have to say some things that hurt somebody's feelings. And I'm not saying purposely, but I feel like there's some people that have been holding back. Does that make sense? Are you one of them? You one of them people been holding your tongue back because you don't know what quite to say to people, or let me say this, that it's not profound enough, that you don't think it's deep enough, that you don't think it's meaningful enough. Well, this week, find your words. Think about the thoughts. And then when Mercury goes into Scorpio, take the chance. Let people know. I love Scorpio for that. Let people know how deep you are with a compassionate kind of way. Scorpio is sexy in that way. And I'm not talking sexy like sensual, but sexy like in the way that it moves. It's very manipulative and persuasive in the best way possible, right? So if you have to say a thing, persuade people to believe your heart. Ooh, persuade people to believe your heart. Y'all can take that and put it on a t-shirt, on a reel. Why? Because when Mercury's in Scorpio, that's what you do. It's not that I want to hurt you, but I want to persuade you to understand that these are the depths of my feelings and I got to talk about it. But when I say it, I'm going to look like, goddamn Billy D out this motherfucker. What's wrong with you? Anyway, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. I can take a noun and bend it. Give me a noun. Okay, so on Saturday, the moon is sextile in Mercury. Speak your feelings. Speak your feelings. Speak your feelings. That's the day. Speak your feelings. The moon will be what's that? Square in Jupiter. Don't control the blessings that need to come and go. Everything is in divine order. Everything is in divine order. Okay. On Saturday, Mercury will quincunx Jupiter. You see what I'm saying? Mercury's trying to quincunx Jupiter. And the sun is sextile, the moon is sextile in Mercury. That's a big deal, but don't get irritated by the bigness. This is how that reads. Thank you, Spirit. Here's the deal. People are going to say what they feel. They're going to definitely say that what they feel. But if it's quincunxed in Jupiter and it's coming too hard, you're coming in too hot. Too hot with the thing. I don't know. You might throw some people off. So again, utilize that Mercury Scorpio persuasion like Billy D and go, I'm not trying to come in hot, you know what I'm saying? But You getting on my fucking nerves. How can you be sexy? Tell somebody you get on their nerves. Okay, on Saturday, the moon sextile. I'm getting goofy, y'all. The moon is sextile in the moon. What? The moon is sextile in the sun. Manage your emotions and all will be well. Yep. On Saturday, the moon sextiles Venus. It feels so good and productive at the same time. But remember, keep going deep. The deeper you go, the more productive you can be. That moon in Capricorn brings the productivity, where that Venus in Scorpio brings the depth and the value of the depth. You dig what I'm saying? So the deeper you go, the more you can move forward. Does that make sense? Or it's the better you can move forward? Yes. And on Sunday, as I round this thing out, there we go. Here we go, yo. Mars goes retrograde until, like I said, June, what? January 12th, 2023. So my biggest note, and I probably will say more throughout the 2.5 month stint. It's probably longer than that, right? November, December. Yeah, about 2.5 months, right? I will say more about Mars and Scorpio, but this is what I want y'all to do. Here's the instructions for me and you. Plant the seeds. I said this at the top of this, but I want to say it again. Plant the freaking seeds. Remember, Mars is in Gemini, and Gemini does things always in a multiplicitous type of way, like 2, 3, 4, 5 different things at one time. So if you have 2 or 3, 4 or 5 things that are burning right now, that are really moving forward and that you want to implement even more, plant the seeds this week. Like, do the thing, make the phone calls, set up the meetings, do what you need to do in order to make it pop. And then wait. And when I say wait, I mean wait with the most reverence and the most patience that you could ever muster ever. And the reason why I say that is because I remember saying last week that this Mars in retro will feel even worse than the 5 planets or the 6 planets being in retro this summer. Well, I think I misspoke just a little bit. It will be worse in the sense that it will be physical movement that will be stumped. Understand that Mars deals with physical movement, with sex, determination, motivation, fighting, confrontation. All these things will be stumped. That's why we'll feel it a little bit worse, in quotes, if that makes any sense. That makes sense to y'all? Yes, yes, y'all? Because the thing will be right there. The fact that we can't move will be right there. It's like, it's right there. Why don't you move? It's like, I can't. All the retrogrades that we was going through this last summer, was the change and the movement and the internal clearing, the internal slowdown, the internal, again, what's the word I'm looking for? Recollection and understanding of self and our fears and all the planets. I'm not going to reiterate y'all, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It feels a little bit deeper and less superficial. But with this Mars in retrograde, it'll feel superficial, but you can see it on everybody. That's why it'll feel worse. That's because everybody is stuck in traffic now. Before, we didn't know why people was moving, because they actually wasn't moving because on their own accord, because they couldn't get their shit together, or they was still going through their fears, or they was going through the fact that they thought they was whack, or they was going through the fact that they didn't know if they was original enough, or going through the fact that they had all these lessons that they need to learn through their father. Okay, reiterating some shit from this past summer. But Mars is like, yeah, now that you got all of that shit together, let's just pause real quick. Wait, for what? Let's just pause real quick. Don't y'all think that's a sick ass trick? I just want to put that question out there. Isn't it a sick ass trick that we've been doing all this work and now Mars wants to slow down? Yeah. Anyway, if you don't agree, I will agree with my damn self. You know why? Because we are ready in a sense. But the universe says, no, not just yet. First of all, nobody really does anything. Good God, Sonja. Nobody really does anything the last 2 months of the year anyway. Everybody's getting into holiday mode. I want to say this out loud and be really, really clear, because I want you to be easy on yourself when the time comes, okay? Nobody does anything too much in the last 2 months anyway. Everybody's getting ready for holiday, getting ready for this and getting ready for that. But there's also a group of people that's trying to get rid of and implement some things that they forgot to implement in the last 10 months of this year, who are hell bent, and they push themselves to the end, like studying for a test that's tomorrow kind of feeling, right? I got to get this thing. If you find yourself in that latter category, you might have a little hurt feeling, 1 or 2, because Mars ain't going to move for you. Sit back. Do everything you need to, yes, and I'm harping on this for a long time because I want y'all to get this, and I don't want you to be mad. I don't want you to be angry at the next person for not moving, or be angry at yourself for not wanting to move. Please hear what I have to say. Monica, it's not so much about procrastination. This and tell me if I'm wrong before I go and give you a whole big old spiel on that. Are you referring to Mars being retrograde as procrastination? I'll wait till you answer that, because I want to make that clear if that's what you're thinking, because you may not be the only person who thinks that. That question is for Monica Vegas. How you doing, sweetie pie? The upcoming pause is honestly a relief. I feel like I need to regroup, but was worried I would lose progress. Good for you, Zoe. I like that you said that. I like that you said that, because that can be inspiration for us. Truly, honestly. It's about, and that's where I was about to go. I was waiting for Monica to respond, but I'm gonna go there anyway. It doesn't feel like procrastination, and it doesn't feel like we are just waiting, twiddling our thumbs, so to speak. You know, when we change some things, no man, the wait for the end of the year to handle all years worth of self business. I think I understand that, Monica. So you're not saying procrastination in regards to Mars retro, the wait for the end of the year to handle all year. Oh, I get it now. Yeah, the procrastination. Okay. I really try to figure shit out, but sometimes it's goddamn screens. I'll be like, hello. I want to see the people and smell them. But I got you now. I got you. But thank you so much, Zoe, for saying that though, because that's what it's really about. It's about slowing down and letting it get on you. What? All the things that you just learned. Sometimes it's a little premature to move when you learn a thing, when you get that thing all wrapped up in your heart and soul, when you get your courage, when you get your will, when you get your direction, when you get your plan, when you get your team and your people, you know what I'm saying? And you have it all, everybody is in the room. Everybody's in the room. Let's stay with that visual. Everything that you need is in the room, ready to go. Sometimes it's best to pause, as Zoe is saying, to sit and to look at the congregation, to sit and to look at the possibilities, to sit and to actually perfect how you're going to parlay those things and those pieces. You dig what I'm saying? Otherwise, we can move too fast. Otherwise, not only can we move too fast, again, we can do too much at one time. With Mars and Gemini, come on now. You'll be sitting there fucking juggling all kind of balls in the air, one on one foot, the other one on the other foot, two hands in the, and you'll miss it. You'll miss the beauty, you'll miss the depth, you'll miss the truth, you'll miss the spirit of it all. You understand what I'm saying? You'll miss exactly why you just went through what you went through. I can't say that enough. So when Mars goes retro, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't get your feelings hurt when people want to slow down and not answer your emails as quickly as you. Trust me when I tell you this, you're not in control. Neither am I. You understand that? The energy is, spirit is, most high is, whatever you want to call him or her, the universe is a powerful force that's in control of us all. And when they say pause, they mean pause for a reason. Figure it out why they're asking us to pause, okay? I'm so glad that y'all allowed me to take my time and say that shit. On Wednesday, Sonja, get off of this thing. You confused. On Sunday, the moon is trining Uranus. Love the weirdo in you. Please get back in touch with the weirdo. When Mars is going retrograde, shit, go play. Go outside in the rain. Just if things can't move how you want it to move in that way, just find something offbeat to do on Sunday to shake your head out of that focus of, oh shit, well, things are going to go upside down now, or things are not going to move. Yeah, make it a good distraction and go run out and be the weirdo that you are. Go run out and try something new. Okay? Sunday. So you're not focused on the fact that now I got to stop and wait and start pouting. You understand what I'm saying? Because you can't get your way and people can't move as fast as you would like them to move. Don't do that to yourself. The moon, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, that is the moon. The moon will sextile Jupiter. The moon was sextile Neptune. This is when y'all know I've been on this bitch too long, right? When I start, like when I'm really going crazy. And I don't know any kind of words. The moon is sextiling Neptune going reverse. Imagine what you want to soar for. See it in. See it all in, y'all. This is the practice that we're in. In order to master ourselves, we have to continue to remind ourselves not only who we are, what it is that we came on the planet to receive, but what we are worthy of. And every now and again, we get them checks. What you worthy of? How you want to do this thing here? How you want to move forward? What you need to, relax on? What you need to take up? What you need to study? Blah 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 blah. I feel like I'm talking in circles, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask for two people to give me their sun, their moon, and their rise right now. If you're that kind of person where you like to get off of this thing here, now is the time. Some people stick around for the reads, some people don't. But I want to say before you jet, thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And hopefully, all of this information was helpful to you in some kind of way. Please share it. Please share it and come back for the workshop tomorrow. No donation basis only. You don't have to pay me if you don't want, but I really, really want your energy. That's for ding dong damn sure. All right. So thank you for the thumbs up for all the 48 people that are here. Thank you, Sharifa Ellis. I appreciate you being here. So Akio has a Libra sun, a Cancer moon, and a Leo rising. That's very, very interesting. Akio. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. Their Cancer moon, wait, Libra sun, Cancer moon, and Leo rising. Now, first of all, Libra and Cancer within your chart, 9 times out of 10 is a square, right? And I say 9 times out of 10 because it may not be a direct square in regards to degrees is concerned, but it is in regards to the energy of the sun and the moon. So that means who you are is not necessarily in agreement with how you emote. Sometimes that can be a big deal because especially for that cynical shit talking Libra in you, who's very, very dignified and really kind. I love Libras for that. You're kind in your own way. You can be really cynical and sometimes a little sarcastic, right? And that Libra energy sometimes, listen to what I'm saying, that Libra energy can be put out in that way in which, I'm not really emotional. I'm actually a little cynical, like I just said. I could take a good debate every now and again, but then when your emotions and your feelings get hurt, sweetie pie face, here comes that moon reacting and Cancer, like, what you say? That hurt my feelings. I don't know. I've been helping you all this time. I'm your, I'm a nurturer. I love you. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you whine and complain like that. Although moon and Cancer people can complain. Cancer energy does complain a little bit because it wants to be heard and felt emotionally. And the bottom line, or I should say the conflict would be your sun against that. Who you are is like, really, Akio? That's what we have to do right now. We're going to cry? Yeah. You got to lend to your moon every now and again, honey. So if the Libra in you don't want to, if the Libra in you feel like your tears are weak, first of all, they're not. You allow yourself to go in the bathroom and get your energy out. Get those tears out. Get the emotions out. Why? For 2 reasons. Number one, you don't want to hold it in your body. That's for ding dong damn sure. So knock on wood, in about 2 years, 5, 20, 30 years, you come with some weird ass cancer because you held all your emotions in. Get it out. Secondly, is because 9 times out of 10, okay, let's say 7 times out of 10, those emotions that you hold, they're not yours. They're other people. People who have Cancer and moon and Cancer hold everybody's emotions, just like with the Cancer on the rise, but definitely in your moon. So understand that a lot of the feelings that you have, sweetie, is other people's shit. That Leo rise allows you to have fun. It gets you out there, courageous and willful. I love my Leo rising because I always feel like it gets me in the door. It's the sunshine on my face. It's the sunshine on my face. It's the sunshine in your smile. Libra rising people look really good. I'm not trying to sound conceited or anything, but it's the sun that allows them to have beautiful hair or a beautiful smile that shows up. Leo's ruler is the sun. So if it's on your rise, you always walk into the room like the sun. And she's pretty dope as the bodyguard to that Libra for sure, because Leo and Libra get along really, really well. And she can also, help to cure and to pat, as I pat my shoulder, your emotions sometimes. Don't allow your emotional body be like the third wheel, so to speak. Give your emotional body reverence, okay, and respect, Akio, because the Libra and the Leo don't want to rock with it too much. They're like, stop your sniveling. No, she needs to snivel every now and again, okay, so she can wake up with a clear heart and a clear head. All right. Why do you hate being a Libra moon, Chanel Roberts? Because you indecisive? Your Libra moon makes you understand partnerships a whole lot better than most people. That's for ding dong, damn sure. Akio, was that enough for you, sweetie pie? I hope you understood that. You're welcome, Carla Vega. You're welcome, honey pie. Okay, who's next? Pretty girl progression. Taurus sun, Capricorn moon, Aquarius rising. That does not sound familiar. So I will go ahead and read you. Taurus sun, Capricorn moon, Aquarius rising. Well, look at that. That sun and that rising is definitely a square. Again, may not be direct because it depends on the degrees. Excuse me. Taurus sun people I love. First of all, because we like to eat. Cancer and Taurus. But Taurus energy loves to eat. It loves the beautiful preparation of food. That's what Taurus energy loves about food more than anything. Yeah, they like to eat, consume, but they like the presentation, the colors. Taurus deals with sensuality. Anything that's sensual, anything that can jar its feeling, jar how it feels, what it sounds like, what it looks like. You understand what it tastes like? That's Scorpio energy. I mean, good God, that's Taurus energy. You understand what I'm saying? So Taurus is all about the sensation of a thing. I love that. That's why Stevie Wonder's so goddamn bomb. Other than the fact that he doesn't have sight, his senses are on one 1,000%. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, most Taurus is a really good artist for that very reason because you like to see colors pop and how they sound and how they look and all those things. However, some never what you said, what you said, your rising helps to filter what your Taurus sun is about to receive. Now, here's the deal: your rising, like I was just about to say, or I said it, not incomplete it. Your rising and your sun is a square. So how you showing up in the world is totally different than who you are. Aquarius rising people are very, very interesting to me. They can't stand confrontation. Aquarius rising people cannot stand confrontation. They will divert it each and every time. Understand that, okay? Why? Because Aquarius rising always wants, well, two reasons. Aquarius rising or Aquarius energy, especially on the rise, is always looking out for the betterment of humanity and everybody in the room. We don't have to fight. We don't have to confront no thing. We could just be here and everybody can win. And I'll make sure that happens because Aquarius rising is like, I can think of a master plan. I can think of the thing to make sure that you got the information and you know what it is that everybody needs. So everybody is smiling. The second reason that Aquarius rising does not like to confront with anger or any type of emotions that's outside of happiness is because Aquarius energy can't stand dealing with emotion. Period. Again, like I said before, a bunch of times, the Aquarius is the water bearer. It doesn't want the water, the emotion to get on them. So they pour it out. They help to facilitate it. That doesn't mean that they understand it. So that Aquarius rise oftentimes blocks you from receiving what it is that you need to receive because, sweetie pie, oftentimes you going to have to confront a situation and tell a motherfucker to kick rocks when it's time. You see what I'm saying? But what's your moon again? That Capricorn moon, oh, she sets it straight. There you go. The Capricorn moon is all about getting to the top of the mountain, right? So she gets so yeah, you don't get fucked up. How about that? Because your Taurus sun, your Capricorn moon allows you to stay not only progressive but serious, all about business. You dig that? So people don't get you fucked up too tough. When there is a confrontation, you may kind of slide back a little bit, but your Taurus, I'm sorry, your Capricorn moon helps to make sure that everything is done in a perfect way in the first place, in a controlled way in the first place. However, some never, when it's not controlled and it doesn't go the way that you want it to go, oftentimes that moon in Capricorn can get a little depressed. I say depressed, it's depressed, D-E pressed. You can get a little depressed. And I just want you to stay away from that. Why? Because here's the deal. The moon in Capricorn, as I said before, can be very, 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 very pessimistic. So it's trying to control an outcome of something from an emotional perspective. And then when it loses the control, it slips back into, oh my God, what did I miss? What did I do wrong? I should have done X, Y, and Z. Somebody sees me as less than perfect because emotionally I couldn't handle it. I couldn't control it. I couldn't keep it together. Oh my God. So you start to get more and more and harder on yourself, right? Because you didn't control the thing and you didn't keep it together. Hey, baby Bubba, hold on now. Don't do that to yourself, okay? Capricorn moon people, everybody, please, who has Capricorn moon, don't do that to yourself. You understand? Capricorn wants to be in control, and Capricorn energy think it knows everything, but honestly, it doesn't. It's figuring it out like everybody else. So it's okay to show your slip every now and again. All right? It's okay to make a mistake. It's probably, like my cards say, just what the doctor ordered. Sometimes you got to fuck up in order to know how to get up. How about that? All right, y'all. That's that. I think I'm done. Let me scan through this thing in case I missed a question or two. Good evening to you, Angie P. I'm glad you caught us, but we're done, honey. Bye, Monica. Take care of you. All right. And I'll talk to you soon. All right. That's that. I don't see any questions. If you have any quick questions, please let me know. But other than that, yo, have a great week. If you have any questions, put them in the comments even after this live. And I will gladly answer any questions for y'all. Trust me, I visit this video over and over and over again. Why? Because I want to know how y'all doing, how y'all feeling, if it resonated with you or not. Not no roaches. All the roaches go to the next apartment. I'm painting in here. Anybody grew up in the projects knows that analogy. We painting in here. We don't have time for roaches. All right, y'all. I see y'all real soon. Enjoy your week, okay? Stay passionate about a thing. Allow your fears to be your best friend as you plow through with Saturn going direct, okay? All right. And allow spirit to visit you as Jupiter goes into Pisces at the end of this. Make sure your antennas are up and you are open to receive all types of intuitive hits. Please and very please. And I'll see you tomorrow for that eclipse workshop. There's more we got to talk about. All right. All right, y'all. See ya.